It's been great. So I spent the last 2 months in Nashville training there, and then went to the combine. Had a great time at the combine, and then came back down here after the combine, continued my training, continued just trying to get better every single day, working on the ankle, working on mobility and stuff like that, staying low. So Corey Miller and Corey Helms have been doing an excellent job. It really just helped me out through this whole process and make sure I'm right for drills and such like that. So I'm here training now, and I can plan to stay here and continue training.
How much better is the leg than it was at the combine?
Honestly, the leg was good at the combine. I had literally that Friday, I had been cleared off of Alter G, which is like it's a treadmill essentially, but it applies air to you, so it's not like as much pressure on your leg. So I did my last session on Friday, and I just hadn't been able to run and actually practice that. So that's how come I chose to stay. So I was good to go at the combine. I went and saw the doctors and everything, but it was just better for me if I just waited until pro day, just to really focus on key elements of my body and drills and such.
What do you run in the 40?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you right now. I hope they were somewhere in the 5.50 to 5.1 range. If not, I hope it's a little lower.
What were your biggest goals coming into this, and do you feel like you kind of accomplished them?
The biggest goals were just to run, man. When you break your leg and you become immobile, you realize how much you depend on your legs. And so just being able to run, being able to get back, show that I'm full go, be able to do O-line drills, show that I don't have any pain, I don't have, there's no soreness, there's nothing like that. The rehab stages that I've went through have been awesome and just preparing me for this, and everything's been great so far.
Zack, it looks like you slimmed down some. Did you drop some weight?
Just a little bit. So I'm gaining, but my thought process with everything was, with the leg and everything, I'd rather be underweight than overweight.
Right.
So I was 299 at the combine, and I weighed at 307 a day. So I'm gradually doing it by doing it healthy. Gradually, and make sure my body can handle that and recover faster and stuff like that. As far as just, I don't want to throw it on me and then I look out of shape and sloppy and nasty.
What did you finish the year at?
I was like 312, I think, when I was at the end of the year. But that's why I'm getting back to. But 307, I feel great, feel fine. So.
Zack, looking back at the Akron game, when it happened, did you know something was pretty serious right when the injury happened?
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. I felt the pop, I felt everything. So it was immediate, and so I knew as soon as it happened, I knew something's wrong. So I just kept rolling. I was trying to get out of the way with everybody else.
What were your thoughts and reactions then, as far as the future and finishing your career?
When it happened, when I was on the field, it was sad. That's the last game in Willie B. That's not how you want to go out. But by the time I made it back to the training room, I was saying, all right, what do we need to do? Talking to doctors, talking, when, where, who's going to do the surgery, talking about recovery, when is it going to happen, things like that. So just, so what, now what, kind of is this whole saying that we've been doing here. So it happened, so now what do you do? So I've just been working to just recover at the best and as healthy as I can, making sure I'm eating properly, taking vitamins like I should be, doing everything I can to help my ankle out just to recover as fast as it can.
There weren't any concerns right then, at least flashing through your mind, about how's this going to affect my draft stock? How's it going to affect
I'm sure it did, or it will. But I can be me, and you're dealt the cards that are dealt to you. So you just gotta go out there, and I had to show them, that I was healthy again. You break your ankle, it sucks, but for me coming out here and being able to do O-line drills, not showing fatigue, doing the 40-yard dash, doing those drills, that's me showing them hey, I might have broke my ankle, but I'm still here and I'm still gonna play ball and I'm still ready to go.
How many teams talked to you back there?
There's a bunch. So it's still going on. I just stepped away just to talk to y'all, but so far though, it's been a great process. So yeah.
What are they talking to you about? What kind of questions do they ask you?
They want to know like general information, so they want to know about your family. They want to know, why you like football or why you love football. They're, a little playbook. They want to test your smartness as far as plays and how you understand the game. So it's kind of like getting to know one another, as well as like them understanding how you learn the game, and seeing your knowledge of the game.
Did you talk to people too at the combine?
Yes. Yeah. So I mean,
what were those like?
I mean,
Any crazy questions?
there's some, if you could pick, if you want to be a dog or a cat, which one are you going to be, and so you got to pick. I picked a dog, just because I love dogs and they're awesome. but I mean, you're at a table. I mean, you're sitting there. I mean, you have your formal meetings, and then you have your informal meetings. So, formal meetings, you're in a room with everybody, and they're asking you about plays, and you have meeting GMs and owners and stuff like that, and head coaches and O-line coaches or your position coach or whatever. But then informal, I mean, you're in a room. You have all teams are there, and they're literally. You're going to sit at a table, you're going through some notes, understanding one another, and then as you turn around to get up, someone else is grabbing you to bring you to another table. So you go through every single team. But it was fun. It was an awesome process I had at the Combine. I would have loved to stay there a couple more days and keep doing it. Some guys said that they were done when it was done. I didn't mind it. I thought it was fun. It was enjoyable.
What have you heard from coaches and staffs about where you might go? Do you have a reasonable expectation?
I got no clue, to be honest with you. I'm just embracing this whole process that's going on right now, and I'm just trying to show them that I'm me and I'm still able to play ball. So I have no clue what my future holds, but I'm excited to wherever it does, and whatever team does decide to pick me, well, they'll find out they made a good decision.
Zach, was there a low point for you through this whole process of you're trying to rehab from this thing and you don't know, you can't really see the finish line?
I think there was. I think, after surgery, I was on a scooter for 7.5 weeks. So all those guys, I'm in Nashville, all those guys are training, I'm watching them every single day. And all I want to do is just run. All I want to do is just do the drills with them. Sitting on the sidelines isn't fun at all. It's not something I do. So I want to be out there with them, running, doing drills. Having competition, racing them, whatever it may be, doing drills. So, I mean, they're sitting on the side and just watching. I mean, that was kind of the lowest point that I got to. But then after I got the brace off, I mean, it was full go for me. I wasn't skipping a beat. So, I was pushing my ankle every single day, doing everything I need to be. But, Doc was said, you need to be on crutches or whatever for like 2 weeks or whatever, and I was like, that's not happening. Like I'm walking in a week, so that's what I did. But it's been great so far.
Why were you playing in Nashville? Is that just the place everybody goes?
I mean, you can train anywhere, so you can train around the country. It's just where me and my agent felt comfortable going. He lives in Nashville, so we kind of built that relationship. As well as the facility down there is awesome. I trained at Boost, and I mean, it was an awesome facility. We trained every single day, 6 days a week, and it was just an awesome place. I enjoyed it a lot.
What's this on your shirt, Zach? Is it like Bigfoot?
It's me, man. The Sasquatch. Sasquatch came to South Carolina, being from Washington.
Okay.
Washington, up in the mountains. So this is my a buddy of mine made this for me, and I love it. So it's like Sasquatch came to South Carolina.
Do they call you Sasquatch?
No, I'm a hairy human being. So they is Bigfoot or Sasquatch. It's just a joke. So
How long has this been a dream of yours?
I mean, since I was a kid, I would have never pictured this. If you go back 15 years from now, I would have never told you that I'd be sitting where I am now, going through the NFL Combine or doing a pro day or anything like that. And so moving South Carolina, made football home to me, and it made me love this sport so much. And with every opportunity that I've had, and all the coaches I've been blessed to be around, I mean, they've really helped me out, and it's been an awesome experience. I love it. But I would have never pictured myself being here.
Zach, folks have talked about just how hectic this process is, and with you having to rehab and do a little more just to get out here and to do the things that coaches want to see you do, just how stressful was this for you?
People ask me, if am I stressed out? I don't think I was ever stressed out. I was just embracing the whole process. That's the best thing I could say. At the beginning, yeah, probably was a little stressed, but you just got to embrace it. I mean, you're dealt cards, and you just got to play the cards that were dealt to you. So I was dealt, might have not had a bad hand, but I had to play it. So, and I'm making the best of it. And so I'm having a great time right now. So I'm not really stressed out. I'm just enjoying this process.
Have coaches and scouts talked to you about your versatility, your ability to play all offensive line? Does that seem to be a strong suit that they like?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, in the NFL, you're only allowed to dress a number of guys. So if you have a guy that's more versatile and he can play around the offensive line, that's what you want. And so, I make that well known, that I've been able to play versatility around the entire offensive line and that I'm ready and I'm able to play it. So if it's playing center, guards, or tackles, I'm ready for it.
How many times have you thought about draft day and what it's going to be like and what you're going to feel like when you hear your name called?
I mean, I think you think about it every single day because it's your dream. It's every little kid's dream. And so, it replays back through your mind every single day just to have your name called. And so to have your name called is a tremendous honor, regardless of what happens. You made it to that point. So I look forward to it. I'm sure coming down to those 3 days is going to be the stress will kick in a little bit, because my eyes will be glued to the TV for 3 days, because you just don't know what's going to happen.